Right, welcome back. Welcome to Build the Cat. The name of the cat is UCAT. So what are we doing right now? We are, trying to work out some of those questions in another quant section, part 2 of the speed maths quant section. So that's the plan, which is crack as fast as we can, speed maths, which is quant section of the UCAT test. Righty, okay, right. So before we start the game, so what would you find? So in case you're looking for these questions that I'm using, I picked it up from some website, Medify, and just as a standard video for you to share all these questions with you. Right, okay. So you will find this question bank in the description section of this video. Ready? Without further ado, let's get cracking. Build the UCAT using speed maths quant section part 2. Table below shows the cereals available in the supermarket. Okay, 60 grams standard portion. Wheat bran oat is considered as a fiber. 80 grams of fruit, 5 a day. Ready? Okay. So what are we looking at? So he says altogether sweet nuts. How much is sweet nut cereal? So what weight of wheat? Is in a standard portion of sweet nut cereal? Sweet nut cereal, there you go. So I'm trying to find out how much is a percentage of this one. 13%, 13 plus 58, 71. 71 plus 5 and 5, 81. 81 plus 14, do I have 95? That means this remainder, 100 take away 95. Do I have 5%? 5% of what? 60, right. Trick number 1 or tip number 1. Whenever he times by 5, divide the other guy by 2. 6 divided by 2, 3, not 60. 6 divided by 2, 3. There you go, bang, got it. So answer is 3. Ready? So what did I do? Found out how much is wheat in terms of percentages first. Did all of that, found out to be 5%. 5% of 60. Why 60? Because he already told you it is 60 grams. Ready? Okay, so he says clearly it is 60 grams, so we want to find a sweet nut. All right, okay, without further ado, right, let's go. So for 5%, what's the trick? Whenever you times by 5, you divide the other number by 2. David eats a standard portion of Sweet Crunch. Okay, so we've got Sweet Crunch here. That's what he's doing. Standard portion of Sweet Crunch each morning over 5 mornings times by 5. Okay, what weight of fiber? Fiber. We already know fiber is wheat, bran, and oat. Wheat, bran, oat is something to do with the fiber. So I'll add them up. 10 plus 6, 16 plus 18, 34. So I'm looking at 34%. 34% of what? 60. 34% of 60. Answer has to be multiple of 34. Can't be this. Can't be this. Can't be this. 34 times 3 could be this. 34. Times 4 could be this. One of these two has an option. Right, let's quickly do. 0.34 times by 60. Oh, that's for 1 morning. Times by 5. 102. Bang. Got it. So answer was, in this case, 102. So he says Sweet Crunch. Okay, add them all up together. Fiber. Fiber is wheat, bran, and oat. That's what he said in the question. Wheat, bran, and oat are considered as fiber. Added up to 34%. Answer had to be 34%. Multiple of 34. 34% of 60. And then times by 5. Right, moving on. Next question. All right, so what's the next question? Sash has swapped her early riser for a low fat to have for breakfast. How much less sugar in grams will she consume? So early riser to low fat. So we've got early riser to low fat. Sugar went from 8% to 0%. How much saving? 8%. 8%. Has to be multiple of 8. Can't be this. Can't be this. Could be one of these 3. 8% of what? I'm trying to find out 8% of 60. 60, right. 8% of 60, 48. 8 times 6, 48. Has to be 48, right. There you go. That's another speed maths. Right, how many whole portions of kids' cereal would be needed to reach one of your 5 a day? Kids. So we're looking at kids' cereal, 5 a day. 5 a day means something to do with 80 grams of food. So how much is fruit? How much is fruit for kids? 5 and 18, 23, 23 and 16, 39, 39 and 3. Oh, 42. How much is this? 100 take away 39, 100 take away 42, 58. So I'm looking at 58%, 0.58 percent of 60. All right, then divide up. So 0.58 times by 60, it's got 34.8. How many? 34.8. I need to make up 80. So 80 divided by 34.8, 2.29. 2.29. But he needs whole portions. 2.29 can't have 2.29, can't be this, has to be 3. Ready? Moving on. Next question. Ready? Right, okay. Next question. Restaurants sell sushi for lunch as a counter. Choose individual multi-packs and mixes or products available. The prices options below. How much cheaper is an 8-pack salmon rolls compared to 8 individual? So we're looking at altogether 8-pack of salmon rolls. So we've got how much of that? That's to do with 8-pack. So 6.75 individual, which is 0.9, which is salmon roll. 0.9 altogether. 0.9 times by 8, 7.2. Okay. So 7.2 and 6.75. 6.75 divided by 7.2 minus a 1. 6.25 is the option. Bang. So that's the option we're choosing in this case. So 6.75. So what's the trick? The trick is simple. New divided by old. For some reason it's stuck. New divided by old. Then take away 1. That's the trick. So I will do 6.75 in this case. 6.75 we did 8 individual 7.2. So we did 6.75 divided by 7.2, right? So whatever value we get minus from the 1. 6.75 take away, divide by 7.2. There you go, minus a 1. 6.25, that's the option. Ready? Moving on. Next question. The next question is to do with, right, after 3 p.m., in order to sell its remaining stock, the restaurant has a buy one, get one half price. So if you're looking at buy one, get one half price, offer an individual item, how much cheaper it is? 25%. So the rule of thumb is always, whenever you see buy one, get one half price, it's always 25%. We're always looking for 25% savings. So answer has to be multiple of 25. Looks like this is an option. Can't be 2.4. 2.4 is not a multiple of 25. Neither is 2.65 nor 2.8, so 2.25, right? Alternatively, you could have done the long way, which is 6 individual salmon rolls, right? How much is that? 6. 0.9 times by 6. For some reason, this thing is stuck. My pen is not working. Right, so 0.9 times by 6 to have 5.4. Right, tuna roll is 4 of them. 5.4 plus 0.9 times by 4, 3.6. 5.4 plus 3.6, 9. All right. Saving of 25. Got it. 2.25. Always. Whenever he says buy one get one half price, saving is always 25% saving. Righty. Which is the greatest number of 4-pack items? Greatest. All right, acting funny is back again. Right, okay. Which is the greatest number of 4-pack items? 4-pack. I want the lowest price. 3.5, no. 3.4 is the lowest price. 3.4. All I will do is 50 divided by 3.4. 50 divided by 3.4. 14.7. Can't be 15 in case somebody's thinking. Has to be, in this case, 14 is the right answer. Because if it is 15, like what I saw, 14.7, that would overshoot the £50 mark. So it has to be 14. A customer bought one pack of multi-pack A and 2 multi-pack Bs. Multi-pack A, there are 2 of these, 6.95, and 1 of these. 6.95 times by 2, perhaps 13.9. 6.95 times by 2, 13.9, bravo. Plus 1 of 3.65, plus 3.65, plus 3.65, 17.55. Okay, so what does he want? Now he says he's asking me altogether what is the mean price? Mean divided by somebody per what? Individual items. All right. So how many items in one multi-pack B? 4 plus 2 plus 2, 8. But there are 2 of them. 16 plus 2 plus 2, 4, 20. So 17,155 is the total price I paid. I will divide that value by 20. 0.877, 0.88 or 88 pence. That's the answer. So what did we do? Total value, 6.95. There are 2 multi-packs B, 13.9 plus 3.65. When you did that, so we're going to get 17.55. Ready? And how many items were there altogether? 1 multi-pack B, 4 plus 2 plus 2, 8. There are 2 of them. 8 times 2, 16. Plus 2 plus 2, 4, 20. So we've got 17.55 divided by 20, 0.8. Righty, moving on. Righty, another question. Righty, okay, so what we talk about? In here, the caretaker. Right, let's hopefully in the first attempt it comes up. A caretaker has to paint a corridor wall with 4 identical windows. Right, window 1, 2, 3, 4. Each window, each planet. He's also going to look at the paints and how much paint he will need while looking at the hardware catalog. The caretaker, he paints roughly 1.5 meters square per 10 seconds. How many whole seconds to paint the wall? So I need to find out how much is net area. Right, how much is net area? 7.4 times by 3.5, 25.9 is an overall area. Take away the windows. How much is each window? 1.5 times 1.5, 2.25. 2.25 times by 1, 2, 3, 4. 2.25 times by 4, 9. 16.9 is a net area. Right, 1.5 meters square for 10 seconds. How many 1.5 meters square? Divide by 1.5. 11.2 times by 10. 112.6. Bang, that's the answer. 113 seconds, whole seconds, because he wanted whole seconds altogether. Right, okay, moving on. What percentage of the corridor wall surface area is covered by windows? How many windows? 4. 1.5 times by 1.5, 2.25 times by 4, 9. 9 was the windows. How much was the total area of the wall? If I remember, 25.9, 34.7. Easy, because each window was 2.25 times by 4, 9. How much was the gross? We worked out previously. 9 divided by, if you see here, 7.4 times by 3.5. Bang, got it. 34.7. That's the answer. A caretaker is considering the price of different paints. All right, so I've got different. He thinks 1 liter of paint will cost roughly 110 meters square. 1 liter, 1 liter, 1 liter. How much would it cost him to get? How much would it cost him to minimum of premium white satin? So I've got finally the pen is working. Premium white satin. Do I have 6.5? So I need a multiple of 6.5. Could be this. Option can't be 2 because it's not a multiple of 6.5, because can't buy half a tin. Need to buy multiples, so it has to be multiple of 6.5. Can't be this, has to be option A. Right, 6.5 times by 2 is 13. Right, okay, let's see. So that was the quick way of doing it. Has to be multiple of 6.5, so that's 13. A caretaker is now doing the long-winded way. So how much would it cost him to get the minimum amount? So how much is the overall? If you remember, the overall was 16.9. If you remember, 16.9 we've worked out was the net area of this whole wall. Net area 16.9. Premium satin. So each one costs how much? 10 meters square for 1 liter. Divided by 10, 1.69. So I need 1.69 tins. Can't be buying 1.69. Has to be buying 2 of them. So I have to be buying 2 of them. 6.5 times by 2, 13. Bravo, got it. So because you worked out, 16.9 was the total area. Each tin covers how much? 10 meters square. 10 meters square. So that means I need, divided by 10, 1.69 tins, which is 2. 13 was the answer. Ready, moving on. Next question. A head teacher has now asked for the horizontal rows going to be painted in between the windows. In between the windows. That means this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. The head teacher wants us to try to be the same height. Height is how much? 1.5. Height stays 1.5. Has to be multiple of 1.5. The head teacher wants the stripe. Has to be multiple of 1.5. Can't be this. Can't be this. Can't be this. Looks like 2.1. Right. Looks like 2.1. Let's see anyways. So how much is that altogether? Right. So I need to figure out how much is there. How much is the area of just this whole thing? This whole thing is 7.4, as he says here, 7.4, right? So we got 7.4 times by, 7.4. I need to take away 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. How many 1.5? 4, 1.5. 1.5 times by 4 is 6. 7.4 minus 6, 1.4. That means 1.4 is the area of this bit plus this bit plus this bit plus this bit plus this bit, minusing the windows. How much is the width of this? 1.5. 1.4 times by 1.5, 2.1. Bang, got it. We knew it long ago. That means it has to be a multiple of 1.5. So if you look at 2.1 or 21, because 15 and so on, so multiple of 2.1 is the right answer. Ready? Bravo. That was it. Oh, looks like we've reached the end of the questions. Right, let's see how many did we get it wrong. All right, 15. 12. How many questions were there? Oh, wow, beautiful. So we ended as a score is here, ended up getting altogether 12 out of 12. All good. 12 out of 12. Right, guys, this was it. So we'll come back again with yet another video. So one more time, you can try these questions. The link is in the description of this video. Right, till next time. Please drop me a comment. Let me know what should be done. Should we try more UCAT quant sections, more syllogisms? Let me know more data and so on. What would you like? And in case, drop me an email. You will find the email for any courses, any information. Please drop me an email. Till then, bye for now. Ciao, ciao. Have a nice one. All right, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.